Welcome to Tarot After Dark, Sunday edition. I'm doing this video and I'm pulling from the regular tarot. I've also got clarifiers with the Spacious Tarot and the Divine Energy Oracle. So if you would like some clarity on something or have a question, please pop it in the comments. And throughout doing this reading, which is going to be a general universal reading for everybody, we'll just see what comes up. But put your information in the chat, even if it's just I want a reading. You will know what it is that you need, and let the messages reveal themselves. Okay, so just starting out with just what is the collective message and energy for now. Okay. So we have Four of Swords and, Five of Swords. Interesting, consecutive. So there's been a bit of conflict in your mind, and it's mostly you having a little argument with yourself, perhaps, or a little struggle with the past you, the present you, and the future you. So I need some clarity on these cards, but so far it really feels like you're in your head, and that isn't the best place for you to be. So let's pull from the Spacious Tarot. Let's get some clarity on that Four of Swords, please. Okay, we've got a bunch of cards that came up. Let's address them. So we have the Temperance card. So let's see, as it relates to the Four of Swords, it really feels like you're not really aware of the transformation that has taken place in the past, where people have maybe said, oh, you're so different, you've changed, but you don't really see any difference in yourself. And that's been something that's been on your mind. Super specific, hope that relates to somebody. And we have the Strength card as well, which is really, you have been through so much that you don't even really realize that it is strength. It feels more like survival. And yet your version of survival means barely surviving, where in fact survival means strength. Maybe it's time to see it from that different perspective. So all of these things you've been contemplating in those quiet moments where your mind starts speaking the loudest, this is something to take into consideration. Oh yeah, and the Three of Swords. So clearly something awful's been on your mind that's happened to you, and it might not be anything super, dramatic, but for you and for your life, it's something that you really didn't want to have to deal with. So you're on the outside of it already. It's already shifting and changing within you, that if you let go of needing to weigh all the pros and cons, the better. So here's the interesting thing that I just noticed, even though the decks are different: Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. When I get numerologically speaking, that was a tough one for a Sunday night. When I get any numbers that are consecutive like that, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. To me, it's saying that things are happening in the order that they're meant to happen. That's just my interpretation, my intuitive interpretation on that. Okay, and we also have the Eight of Wands. So the moment you make a decision and you start acting toward it and you start feeling what it's like to finally get through to the other side of it, things are going to start happening quickly. Eight of Wands is about that swift energy. All right, let's bring some clarity to this Five of Swords. So how is this for you so far? Let me know in the comments. You know, just say you're watching as a replay. Does any of this resonate in your life? You don't have to give me your whole story, but it's just nice to know that the messages are coming through. All right, clarifying the Five of Wands, and holy moly, we have like 6 cards. Let's get in. So five of Wands. So to me, when I first spoke about this, it was feeling like there's just conflict with yourself, trying to see where you fit in the whole story of your life when you're considering that past, present, and future. So one of the clarifying cards is the Explorer of Pentacles, also known as the Knight of Pentacles. So things that you've been doing, you know, have been happening under the radar as far as the mental chatter you have for yourself and the thoughts you say to yourself. I feel that all these are aspects of you. And because of that, I feel that it's taken so long to ingrain that way of thinking without you really understanding it, that this is a reminder that even though it might seem tough to overcome and it might seem like you've been that way forever, that there is still the possibility of change. There's the possibility of fertile soil and fertile land, and somewhere might feel like it's barren. And I'm also picking this Empress card. It's beautiful. So this is speaking about when you work toward overcoming those limitations or all of that mental chatter that's not sending you in the right direction. This card is there to remind you that there's abundance everywhere. There's signs, there's support. Call on your guides to guide you. And it's funny, I almost see it says, hi, H-I. So maybe it's just a sign your guides want you to speak with them, and you can come to this place of abundant thinking that helps you, you know, in clarifying that Five of Swords. All right, 4 more to go through for that. And you have the Magician card. Wow, there's a lot of major arcana cards here. So, you know, again, you know, you're being told that wherever you go it's abundance. Whatever you think, you're going to be okay. So you might as well just start thinking positively now and save yourself the trouble. And then you get the Magician, who's basically saying everything that you do is a tool, and if you learn how to wield that tool properly, you are going to be able to conjure up whatever it is you want. And it's going to show up in a way that makes you feel the way you want it to feel. So don't make it, it's not necessarily going to be a specific visual that you know. You're just going to know when you get there. I've got Tarot Pup here who wants some attention. So let's give him a little second of attention, eh? You say, hi, Elliot. All right. Any little comments for him? He would love it. I will pass them along. And so a couple more cards. We have the Emperor card. So, wow, you had the Empress, and now you have the male. Where's the camera? You have the masculine side of that wonderful energy, and you have the Emperor. So he's more of in take charge. Look at that beautiful vivid red on these poppies that really speak about, you know, growth and expansion and energy. And sometimes red might seem like it's stop, but it's like more like stop and pivot and change. So stop, pivot, and change the way you've been thinking in the old way. Like, to me, it's definitely on the right track. And 2 more. We have the Child of Swords, which is basically the Page of Swords in a regular deck. And yeah, this is like, you've gathered up all the knowledge that you need, and it's time to just Where do you want to be now? See the crow looking down at his feet? He's like, he's in the here and now, right now. What will it take to be in that moment? Because when you are, then you get the Explorer of Wands or the Knight of Wands. So time to take action on that and how you now feel in this future present and all the possibilities for you. Well, let me know what you think. I would love to just pull one more card here from the Divine Energy Oracle for an overall message. But I also like to know, did this message resonate for you and what you needed to hear? I'd love to know in the comments. And let's pull one last card. And this has been Tarot After Dark Sunday edition. So be sure to come back tomorrow at 7:20 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you did your time change. And we'll be a little more interactive because it will be live. So show up if you have questions, if you want a little mini reading, have questions about tarot, even bring your own along. We can play together. Here we go for a Divine Energy Oracle. Trust the divine plan. Perfect. Right, Elliot? It's a good timing? So trust the divine plan. Hey, if you can make it tomorrow night, fantastic. If not, catch the replay. Thanks for watching.